The next page of the renewal form is about current practice sites. This page serves a few different purposes. On this page, you'll be presented with the information for all current practice sites in your account. That is, any records from the Practice Information tab of your account where you've indicated you are currently offering psychotherapy services will be shown here. If you have no current practice sites, you will not see any records on the page as shown here. If you are currently practicing and you see there are no current practice sites listed, that means you may need to go and update your practice site information in the Practice Information tab of your user account. This is separate from Renewal, so you'll need to return to the Renewal tab to submit the renewal form after you have updated your practice site information. If you do have current practice sites reported, the information will appear in a table like this. The table will show site type, employer name, city, province, and country. Take this time to review the information and ensure it's correct. For example, if you see a practice site listed on this page that is no longer current, you'll need to go to the Practice Information tab of your account to add an end date for that entry. Making updates in the Practice Information page is separate from Renewal, so you'll need to return to the Renewal tab to submit the renewal form after you have updated your practice site information. The renewal form will also check for current practice site entries where information collected for the health professions database is missing or there are other fields requiring correction. If you have a current practice site where information is missing or needs correction, the entries will appear in a table like this in red. To review and correct the information, click the Click to Edit link on the left of each entry, review the information, and make the necessary updates or corrections. Once you have filled in or corrected the information for all entries that have been flagged, the practice site will no longer appear in red and you will be able to proceed with your renewal form. Please be aware that some fields for the practice site, such as street address or phone number, cannot be edited as part of renewal. To make these types of changes, you will need to go to the Practice Information tab of your account to add an end date for that entry. Making updates in the Practice Information page is separate from renewal, so you'll need to return to the Renewal tab to submit the renewal form after you have updated your practice site information. For the Health Professions database, registrants must designate their primary, secondary, and tertiary practice sites. For this purpose, CRPO has also added a site type field to practice sites, which allows registrants to designate the type for each current practice site. Registrants can only designate one practice site as their primary, one as their secondary, and one as their tertiary. If you are only practicing at one site, that site should be designated as your primary. If you are practicing at two sites, you would designate one as your primary and one as your secondary. This logic continues for registrants practicing at 3 or more practice sites. After designating your primary, secondary, and tertiary sites, all other current practice sites should be designated as an additional site. If you have designated more than one practice site as your primary site, you'll encounter an error message like this. You will need to go to the Practice Information page of your account and designate the site types appropriately before you can proceed with your renewal. Just to recap, for current practice sites, you'll want to review the following. Are all of your current practice sites listed here? If there is a practice site where you are providing psychotherapy services but it is not listed, make sure to add it in the Practice Information tab of your account. Are there any practice sites listed here that are no longer current? If you stopped working at a practice site and need to update this, please do so in the Practice Information tab. Are there any entries presented in red which require review? If so, make sure to review each entry and fill out any missing or incomplete information. You will not be able to proceed with the renewal form until all entries in red have been resolved. Have you designated the site type for each current practice site appropriately? If you need to edit the site type, please do so in the Practice Information tab.